Hi Virgos, this is your February love, tarot, and oracle reading for singles and couples. So let's get started. I'm going to first look at the overall overarching energies for our lovers, whether you're single or coupled. This is for Virgos. What are the overall overarching energies in the area of love? Okay. So we've got darkness, cleanse, and inner light. Okay. We'll lay out the cards first, and then I'll do the reading. Read one of these to the side. In February, for singled or coupled up Virgos, what will you be confronting in the area of love? What's happening? What tools will you be utilizing to navigate love situations or to bring about love into your life? What will Virgos be utilizing? What tools will they be utilizing to bring about love into their life? Okay. All right. And then finally, what's the outcome? How does the month end for coupled and singled up Virgos in the area of love? What are the takeaways for the month of February? And what will you be taking with you into March in the area of love? Okay. Can you give us additional information about what's happening, and what advice do you have for coupled and single Virgos in the month of February? Thank you. We have forgiving and learning. Stay optimistic about your love life. And passion. All right, Virgos. I love it. Okay. Now, we are looking at what are the sensual and sexual energies for Virgos in the month of February for coupled and single. What's going on in the bedroom? We have 3 of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. And 10 of Swords. Wow. Okay, it's an interesting month for you. Interesting. All right. And then finally, a closing message about your love life. If you don't remember anything else from this reading, you'll remember this, Virgos. And what is this message, Spirit, that you'd like for Virgos to ponder? Love doesn't have to be near. Okay, we'll see what that means. Any other messages? Well, I think that was a fumble. Sorry, I do. Clumsy fumble. Let's see. Oh. Huh, this is the first one. Turn on your love light. So love doesn't have to be near. And turn on your love light. So there's some messages for you. Okay, my Virgos, let's get started doing your reading. So, in the month of February, we have darkness, cleanse, and inner light going on. And so, the overall energies that you're working through and working with is darkness and having to navigate through that, and things not feeling so clear in your love life, not whether you're single or coupled. And as a result, towards the middle part of the month, you, after going through a time and period of darkness, you go through a period of letting go and cleansing and moving on and going and tapping into your inner light, and that being like what really moves and guides and colors your experience in the month of February. So yeah, you may have some darkness to work through, some forgiving and learning, but ultimately you stay optimistic about your love life, and you are following your passion, whether it's your passion in your relationship or your passion in your life. You are following your inner light. So we'll talk more about that in the reading as well over here, because I think all these cards kind of play upon one another for you this month. So in the month of February, Virgos, you have the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. The Two of Pentacles tells us that you are embarking on new endeavors, and maybe you're going here, your partner is going there if you're in a relationship. You've been feeling a certain kind of way about your partner and what they've been doing or what they haven't been doing. You feel like you've been giving your all, adoring them, really putting them on a pedestal, and you're not sure if that was like really what you should have been doing. You kind of are harboring with your partner some ill feelings. Spirit is advising you to, in this situation, to forgive and learn from it. It says here, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And then you are invited to stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then finally we have passion. You know, in the end, that's what's really keeping you around, right? And you have to look at, is your current relationship able to bring that for you, or is it not bringing that for you? And if it's not, why? And that is where it starts to become clear for what some of you will end up doing, and others of you will end up just staying or going. You're like at a fork in the road, having to make a decision about what you're going to do in a relationship. For those who are single Virgos, you are in a place where you are having to go within, choose to do some inner work, inner healing, some forgiving and learning of past partners and relationships, and remembering to stay optimistic about your love life. There's people who are vibing with you, feeling you. You may not be aware of it yet, but they are like in your midst, and they really are admiring you. So, you know, just stay optimistic. Your passions will, you know, your inner light will shine bright and attract people who share the same passions as you do with one another. The tools that you will have at your disposal this month is the Hermit card and the Eight of Cups. Now, the Hermit card for you in the love life is about going within, again, turning into that darkness inside of ourselves and really trying to see what our inner light wants to shine out. Before we embark on this journey, sometimes we don't even know what our inner light is trying to do or trying to say or trying to beam out. And so it's not until we have to go through, like, you know, a dark night of the soul and kind of go within is when we're able to really do some serious healing work. So this month, the tool you have is to embrace the darkness and go within, because after that, you are releasing and letting go with the Eight of Cups, where you're releasing, leaving a situation, moving on. Some of you are like, this is not going to work for me after you have gone through your darkness time. You're like, I need to move away from a situation. Others of you are walking away from like negative emotional patterns that you have fallen in with your partner. and now maybe you guys are able to move forward in a more meaningful way. But this month, you know, yes, you are wanting and desiring passion. I'm not getting that happening because we have the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords. I get a sense that your ultimate goal in life, in love, is to be able to experience passion on a consistent basis. And that is what drives you with this partnership that you have with your partner, or that's what drives you if you're single, what leads you to wanting to be in a relationship. And so you've got this passion goal, but what's the overarching energies of what's happening is something bigger, is your healing and love, your ability to forgive and learn, so you can learn to let go and move on to feeling better, so you can stay optimistic about your love life. So maybe as you move forward in February into March and beyond, you're moving towards passion. I don't really see that happening with these cards. In fact, I see sometimes feeling a little heartbreak, you and your partner not being able to vibe or gel with one another, whether you're in a committed relationship or not. You're just not able to connect, and as a result, it just kind of makes you feel a little dejected and not appreciated. And you know, fortunately or unfortunately, some of you, this relationship will be coming to a close, or maybe you guys will be ending at this time period where you're just not able to connect, where it's constantly an emotional situation when you're trying to be connected. For those who may not have been able to have like a robust sexual or sex life, the Ten of Swords tells us that although this is yet another pain, like February is another painful reminder of that, this is the ending of a period of feeling heartbreak and feeling disappointment in your sex life, whether you're in a relationship or not. The Ten of Swords, it is about endings of certain periods of things coming to an end. Even if it feels bad, it just means that, you know, on the other side, there's beautiful things on the other side. Then we have the outcome cards, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So you're able to, after going through all you're kind of going through in the month, at the end of it all, you're like having like a flirtation, a passion, a wonderment, like starting anew, maybe in your relationship, a new attitude, realizing that you're ready to turn on your love light again. You're ready to get back out there if you're single. You're ready to start playing. You, on the other side of the Hermit card, you feel a lot better. You're ready to explore. You're ready to see where, you know, where your passions lie. And this is the energy that you do carry forth into March and beyond. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, where this is about you if you're in a relationship. I really get a sense that this card is speaking to those who are in a relationship. You are realizing this is not a sprint. This is a journey with this partner, and there are ups and downs. You may not, you know, in February, click when it comes to the sexual world. And I love this. It says love doesn't have to mean near. Love doesn't always have to mean that you and your partner are going to click every moment of every day, of every week, of every month. There will be some months where you're a little off, but there's healing that's happening. There's growth that's happening. There's the ability to, there's the plus of forgiving and learning, and then cultivating a life together. It may take some time, but you're paying attention to the details and investing in the health and love, growing in building, being the building block to your, you know, making a family together one day. This is the Pentacles, is that long term, that longevity card, that, you know, you're in it for the long haul, but you recognize that y'all have evolved in your relationship where you realize love doesn't have to mean near. Doesn't have to mean that you guys have to be joined at the hip all the time, that you have to be on all the time, that in passion all the time. Sometimes you will be, sometimes you will be on the other side of that. But don't worry, these are energies that are moving forth into March, and I bet March will be a lot more robust in the sexual bedroom of your love reading. All right, my dears. Well, don't forget to turn on your love light this month. Despite all of what's going on internally and emotionally, you're shining your inner light, and your partner's going to be definitely attracted to that. And people who, if you're not in a relationship, people will be turned and attracted to your love light, but not first before you go through your tools of the Hermit and the Eight of Cups of releasing and letting go and moving on and moving to better emotional places and spaces. All right, my dears, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out your Virgo Abundance February reading and your general life reading for February. Bye.